Hey guys, Mr. Riz here. I'm going to help you out with the second part of the 2.2 notes here. Today we're just going to go over more complicated functions that we can take the derivative of and how we have to take our time with it. We're going to use the rewrite derivative and rewrite method here, where we take a function and we have, like in this first example, 4x to the fourth minus x squared plus 25 over 3x squared. Now, if we wanted to take the derivative, we're not just going to take the derivative of the top and then take the derivative of the bottom. That doesn't work out. And mathematically, that work. There's actually kind of an interesting story involving Isaac Newton and problems like this that he disproved. So what we want to do here is to see, like, can we actually, since this is just a monomial, can we divide all these by that term? And we could. So we could rewrite f of x as, well, 4/3 x squared minus, all right, 1/3 x, or actually not x, just 1/3. This x squared divided by x squared is just x, or not x would go away, be, yeah, x to the 0. And then plus 25x to the negative 2 power. And so now if we take the derivative of this, y prime, actually that should be f prime of x. All right, let's do the power rule. 2 times 4/3 is 8/3. Drop it down a power would be to the 1. The derivative of 1/3 is 0, so that goes away. And 25x to the negative second becomes negative 50x to the negative third. So we got we rewrote it, we took the derivative, and now we just got to rewrite it back. So y prime would be 8/3 x minus 50 over x cubed. Okay. Let's keep doing some more here. All right, if I have 5 minus 2x squared, well, we can't just like make this negative 6x squared and then square that. We have to remember when we square something, we FOIL it out. So this would be, well, 5 squared is 25, then minus, remember the middle term is multiply them together, then double it. So it'd be negative 10, so minus double it, negative 20x cubed. And then square this term would be a positive 4x to the 6th. That's what this expression is. So the derivative, y prime, now that it's not in a parenthesis, it's not divided, it's just written out as 3 separate terms, we can take the derivative of all those. 25 goes to 0. Negative 20x to the third becomes negative 60x squared. And then 4x to the 6th becomes 24x to the 5th. Okay. All righty. Let's keep this going here. We have a radical x times 2x squared minus 15. What we can do is we can distribute the x, radical x, to both of those. Now keep in mind, radical x is x to the 1/2 power. So this becomes 2x to the 2.5 or 5/2 power minus 15x to the 1/2 power. So we rewrote the equation. Now let's take the derivative of it. So 2 times 5/2 would be 10/2, or just 5x to the, drop it down, 1, 3/2 power, minus, all right, 15 times 1/2, that's just 15 over 2, x to the negative 1/2 power. Now we just got to rewrite that in the proper format here. So the derivative would be, okay, 5x to the 3/2 would be 5 radical x cubed. And then this would be minus 15 over 2, and radical x would be on the denominator. All right, one more to go here. Can we squeeze this all in? I think we can. All right, so if we divide by cube root of x, that's dividing by x to the 1/3. So we're going to take a 1/3 power away from all these. So this would be x to the 3 minus 1/3. Let's see, that'd be x to the 2 2/3, or aka 8/3 power, minus 4x to the 1 minus 1/3 would be 2/3 power. And then plus 6 is 0 minus 1/3 would be 6x to the negative 1/3 power. So let's find the derivative. Just doing the power rule. 8/3 times 1 is 8/3. X to the, drop it down, 1, 5/3. All right, minus 4 times 2/3 would be 8/3. Wow. X to the, drop it down 1, negative 1/3 power. And then 6 times negative 1/3 would be a negative 2, x to the, drop it down 1, negative 4/3 power. So what that looks like simplified. Okay, 8 over 3. Now this is positive, so it'd be on the top. Cube root of x to the 5th. All right, next we have minus 8 over 3. This is negative, so it's going to be on the bottom. Just cube root of x to the 1st, or cube root of x. And then minus 2, we can make it 2 over 1 if we wanted to, but 2. And then we got on the bottom the cube root of x to the 4th. There we go. And these are going to be our answers. Okay, so taking time with this, rewriting the expressions, and then taking the derivative, and then try to rewrite it at the end. Rewriting at the end is going to make us solve, when we take this a step further and solve them or evaluate them at certain points, a lot easier to use if we have that. All right, guys, have a great day. I will see you next time for the next part. Adios.